everybody. Hi. This is Essence, and we are about to do a little healing sesh. Super quick. Before I dive in, I wanted to pull a card for those of us watching to see what our collective message is today from the goddesses. And the message is you and your loved ones are safe and spiritually protected. And this is the goddess Artemis. And basically, what this says to me, because we're kind of talking about fears, is that you are safe and you are protected. One of the things that freaks our minds out when we think about sharing our truth, sharing parts of our story, our mind is like nobody's, gonna like us. And so we get kind of frozen, right? And so that card is basically saying you are safe and you are protected. And I really needed to hear that because this is part of the reason I'm showing up today, is because I was having some fearful thoughts around sharing my truth. And it's so weird because this is pretty much what I do. Like I'm an open book and I share so much, but I still have these fearful thoughts. And I don't just shove them to the back of my mind and pretend they don't exist. Like I write them down, and then sometimes what I do is I tap through them, tap through the fears, and then I tap into possibility of what things may look like on the other side of those fearful thoughts. And so I was going to do that by myself. And then I decided, well, I'll just show up here and be vulnerable and tap through my fears and tap through possibility, just in case any of you may need to do the same thing. And, just excuse me if it's a little choppy because it feels kind of weird doing this on camera. But we'll just see how it goes. So I'm going to go through my fears. And as I go through this negative round of fears, if you're going along with me and something I say doesn't quite resonate, feel free to put your word or situation in place of what I'm saying. All right. So here we go. Let's get started. Even though I'm afraid that people won't like me if I share my truth, I still love and accept myself. Even though I think people will turn their backs on me if I share my truth, I still love and accept myself. Even though I think no one wants to hear what I have to say, I still love and accept myself. I'm scared to be vulnerable. I'm scared to share my truth. I'm scared to share my story. What if they hate me? What if they say, your past is disgusting? You should be ashamed of yourself. What if my clients fire me? What if people turn their backs on me? I'm so scared that people will turn their backs on me. My brain says that nobody wants to hear what I have to say. It says that I should just keep quiet. It says that I'm gross and my past is gross. This voice says that my past is so ugly. There's shame, alcohol, boys, depression. Gross. People are going to unfriend you if you talk about your past. No one will respect you if you talk about your past. No one wants to hear that. You should be through everything. Why are you still talking about this? Why can't you just let this go? Nobody cares. Nobody wants to hear what I have to say. I should just keep quiet, Maybe I should just talk about the weather, because if I talk about my past and my story, no one will want to be my friend. So then after I go through my fears, I just sit and breathe and just be with myself. This is where I start to bring in some compassion. And as I sit here and breathe, that heightened, intense energy starts to dissipate. Let's take one more breath together and exhale. What if people still want to be my friend, even if I share my past? What if my story inspires someone else to share their story or to heal on a deeper level? What if sharing my truth is exactly what somebody else needs right now? What if sharing my truth is exactly what I need right now, so that I have my own back, so that I do what I'm on this earth to do? What if sharing my story and being authentically me is exactly what I need right now? Is exactly what will take me to the next level in my life? What if having shame around my past and my story is what's holding me back? What if everybody loved me? What if people loved when I told my stories? What if this made people connect to me on a deeper level? What if this connects me to myself on a deeper level? Am I willing to let fear get in the way of all of this? No, I'm not. There's too many possibilities at stake. And I don't want to be the person who sits around and lets fear control my life. I want to be the type of person that feels the fear and does it anyway. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to continue to share my story. I'm going to continue to be authentically me, because I just can't live in fear. I refuse to live in fear. I want to live in possibility. There are so many good things that can come from me sharing my truth. There are so many amazing things that can come from me just being me. I can have real authentic relationships with people. A real authentic relationship with myself. I believe if I become more and more of me, life will get better and better. And this is something that I want to get better and better, for my life to get better and better. And I can see that happening from me sharing my truth. Take a deep breath in. Another breath in. And then I'll generally say, like, what I'm willing to do. I am willing to show up and honor myself. I'm willing to work through my fears. I'm willing to get in front of that camera and press go live. I'm willing to show up and to no longer let myself down. I'm willing to be the me that I was put on this earth to be. And so it is. Yeah. I feel better. I don't know about you, but that was extremely helpful for me to do. I feel less nervous than when I first pressed record or go live. So, if this benefited you in any way, I would love to hear about that. And if you are someone who has some things in your past that you don't really quite know how to heal and deal with, and if you feel like that stuff in your past is really keeping you from being the you you're meant to be, then I would love to help you with that. You can go to essenceturner.com and book a consult, because I help women who have experienced childhood abuse and abandonment to heal and to become whole again. Oh, thank you, Daniela. You're so welcome. Yeah, that's my passion. That's my mission, to help women really step into the fullness of who you are. Because when we are weighed down by all that trauma and pain of the past, it's like you're trying to escape that, right? And when you're running away from who you are and what you've experienced, you can't really be you. You have to be here in the moment, embracing all of you. But when there's trauma, you can't really do that because that shame won't let you really feel into it. So we have to heal and release that shame so you can be fully you. Speak your voice in your life, in your business, in your relationship, at your job, wherever. Just be you, that goddess you were meant to be in the world. And so energy healing and forgiveness and self-love helps you to do that. So if any of that sounds good, go ahead and book a consult. I have some spots open this week, and I would love to talk to you. Marcia, oh, awesome. Thank you. I've done tapping, but I love how you went through the negative feelings and allowed yourself to sit. Yeah, definitely. That's one of the biggest parts of all of this, is just allowing yourself to be in it and to feel it. The more we try to resist it, you're just pushing it down, right? So to get it out of your body, you gotta bring it up. And you gotta sit with it. And so if I was doing this on my own, I probably would have sat with it a little bit longer. But honestly, I do feel a shift. But if you're doing it on your own, sit with yourself until you feel a significant decrease in that emotional intensity. But awesome. Let me know if you'd like me to do more of these. If you have a specific topic you'd like me to tap on, I can do that as well. All right. I'll talk to you later.